Okay, let's connect with work with energy, okay, in this lecture. So you know the forces, and basically in nature there are two kind of forces. One is the conservative force, another category of force is non-conservative force. So conservative force is such a force in which work done, for example, if you are moving from point A to point B, no matter you take this route, you take this route, whichever which route you take, but if your initial and final position is the same point, then work done is the same. It does not take care about the route. To produce the hydropower, hydroelectricity, if you go into the hydroelectric dam, so you store the energy, gravitational potential energy, and then that gravitational potential energy convert into kinetic energy. That's how that energy rotate the turbine. That's how you get the electricity. So gravitational force is the conservative force that is path independent, and that can be stored, right? So in gravitation, you see here, suppose in this location it has already particular value of the stored energy for particular mass. For 1 kilogram of mass, it has a energy already stored. If you bring that object at that locations, that will have that much amount of energy stored. But some forces, just like the friction force is not a conservative force because they cannot be stored. They are dissipating. For example, if you rub the hand, so friction there, so the energy is not stored there. Energy is dissipated here in the form of the heat, in the form of other. So these kind of forces are not conservative forces. So we'll discuss this thing in detail in the class, the concept of conservative and non-conservative forces. Right now, you understand that the energy, the forces can be stored is the conservative forces. They are path independent. But the non-conservative forces are path dependent here. So let me, since we use the gravitational force and the electrostatic force, most of these introductory physics courses, both forces are conservative forces. So another thing, we have two kind of energy, the mechanical energy, two kind of mechanical energy we have. One is the kinetic energy, another is the potential energy. Okay, so let's say kinetic energy as Ke and potential energy the Pe. So most of thing we talk about potential energy here is we talk about gravitational potential. There are different kind of potential energies, we'll discuss it later. Okay, the kinetic energy is anybody which has the mass and which is moving with certain velocity v. So 1/2 times mass times velocity square is the kinetic energy of an object. So the energy due to the motion is the kinetic energy. Okay, so let me discuss here. Suppose an object here initially had the initial velocity certain value vi. You release it, it's in the motion already. In this point, it's coming from from the sky. At that location A, its velocity vi. At location B, its velocity, let's say vf. So that object has mass m, so it has a kinetic energy half m vi square at location A, and it has the kinetic energy half m vf square at location B. Suppose it displaces the distance d as it moves from A to B. Now, since work is being done here, force is applying here, you see, force is applying downward, gravity is providing the force here. So the work done, since the force and the displacement in the same direction, the positive work is being done. So that is the F d cosine theta. Cosine theta is 0 degree, so that is 1. So work done is F times d displacement. Now force is equal to the mass times acceleration. Since velocity is changing here, the displacement can be written as, let me remind you one of the equations we discussed in the kinematic, that is the final velocity square is equal to the initial velocity square plus twice of acceleration times displacement. I use here d in place of the s or x, whatever we use here, or delta x. So the d can be written as final velocity square minus initial velocity square divided by twice a. So the d can be written as vf square minus vi square divided by twice a. So I can write the work done is equal to the mass. This acceleration cancel out. So 1 m over 2, that becomes bf square minus bi square. So that is equal to the 1/2 mb square minus 1/2 mbi square. So you connected the work done in terms of the kinetic energy. What is this? This is the definition of the kinetic energy final. That is the kinetic energy final minus this is the kinetic energy initial. So this is the kinetic energy initial here, and this is the kinetic energy final here. So what is the final minus initial? That is the change in kinetic energy. So we begin with the definition. Work done is equal to F d cosine theta. Now work done is equal to the change in kinetic energy. That's why I'm saying work and energy are the just same thing. So change in kinetic energy, the final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. If you subtract final with initial kinetic energy, then you will get the total work done. For the conservative forces, this definition is applicable for any kind of forces, conservative or non-conservative. W is equal to delta K is applicable for all kind of forces. But when it comes to the conservative forces, you can utilize the another equation in terms of the potential energy. Conservative forces, they conserve, they store energy, they have property that, then you can convert that in terms of the work done. You can link with the work done with the potential energy. Suppose let's take an example of an apple of mass m at point A, which is at height hi from the ground. This is the ground. So after some time, it is falling down, effect of the gravity, that is the force, which is equal to mass times gravity. So it reaches at point B. Now this height is hf. So how far it displaces here? This is the displacement. This is the displacement. Displacement is hi minus hf. Since the gravity and the displacement of the apple is in the same direction, then work done is equal to the force times displacement. Force is mass times gravity, mass of the apple, acceleration due to gravity, and d is hi minus hf. That means mghi minus mghf. So what is this? mgh, mass times gravity times height, is the potential energy of an object. So potential energy is the energy due to the position of an object. So potential energy initial minus potential energy final. You can write that. So this is the definition. Work done is equal to the potential energy initial minus potential energy final. You can write down here minus potential energy final minus potential energy initial. So that means this is the change in potential energy. So for the conservative forces, the definition of the work done can be change in kinetic energy or minus change in potential energy. That is for the conservative force. For non-conservative force, you only can write this one. You can link with the kinetic energy, not the potential energy, because there is no potential terminology you can use for the non-conservative forces. So in conclusion, work and energy can be related by these equations. Okay, in next lecture we're going to discuss about very sacred law in physics called the law of conservation of energy.